Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Christine's Beautiful Life, the podcast, and I am Christine Foster, your host. And today we are joined by my good friend and mentor, Laura Cole Gonzalez. And if you know anything about this best-selling Pink Hibiscus journal from Amazon, then you will have read the dedication in here to my business mentor and friend, Laura Cole Gonzalez, in appreciation of her encouragement and guidance that led to this first journal. So you'll know a little bit of history if you know that this took an unreasonably short time to get done under her guidance and mentorship. And she's also been a great wellness mentor to me as well. And we've been friends since our teenage years. We'll just leave it there. We won't say how long ago that was. So, welcome, Laura, to the podcast. And why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hi, everybody. So I am so excited to be a guest here on Christine's Beautiful Life podcast. And I want to just share a few things about Christine that fun facts or things that people may not know. But Christine also recently literally went out of her way in the depths and breadths of what she was going through with, dealing with her dad in the hospital. And my son was getting married nearby, and she literally had planned to come and do my makeup, but we didn't expect her dad to be in the hospital. And he was stable, and she's like, I can still do your makeup. And I said, well, if you can't do my makeup, maybe we could do Zoom. And she could tell me what I need to do the day of my son's wedding. But she was able to come. She did my makeup because hair and makeup is not my jam. I'm more the hat girl. I'll put a hat on my head when I get on my podcast. And, so she loves all the beauty stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need your help. Make me beautiful. And she came and she gussied up my face, but she used clean product that I bought and she recommended I purchase. And so we'll get into that and another podcast, but I just wanted to mention that Christine is all things, she's a multi-passionate person, but one of the categories is beauty, but she wants also the clean beauty. So I was like, okay, this is what we used to use and we both loved it. And then she's like, well, this is what I'm using now. And I absolutely love it. And I have to say that I absolutely loved it. And it was spot on at the wedding, and it lasted the whole day in Florida, of all
Mhm.
places, right? So that was a miracle in and of
No joke.
itself. She's like,
And it
trust
was,
me.
and it was an outdoor wedding in Florida.
Right. Oh, yeah, true.
Not
An
like you
outdoor
were
wedding.
inside in Florida in the air conditioning.
No, it was outside on a lake. So talk about humidity times two.
Yep.
So it worked out beautifully. So I just wanted to give that little fun fact that kind of like behind the scenes, nobody really knows some of the superhero work that you're doing to make me beautiful for my son's and my daughter-in-law's wedding. So super,
Wow.
super excited.
That was my pleasure to do. I love, love, love anything. I think it's the creative side of me, right? Like that loves the makeup. I've always enjoyed makeup since I was in before I was allowed to wear it. Let's just say that. I think I was sneaking it around seventh grade or so, and then I think eighth grade-ish, I got some makeup in my stocking for Christmas, and then I knew it was okay. I didn't have to sneak around anymore. But yeah, makeup has always been one of the things I just love. Anything beauty, anything really. But and we'll probably talk about a little bit about some beauty products, but we're gonna focus tonight on travel
Yeah.
because in less than 4 weeks, I am blessed to be able to go on my very first bucket list trip to Greece. And I have a whole list of things swirling in my head of things that I need. And I texted Laura and said, remember when we did that travel? We did a travel like lesson or something, a session, and we were talking about when you do a road trip, what kind of snacks, what kind of healthy snacks do you pack? How do you deal with this on travel? And so we have done something similar before, but never in a podcast mode and never like in real life, like, okay, I need to make my list my packing list, but also my shopping list because there are things that I don't have on hand right now that I definitely need. Like one thing that comes to mind that I usually keep on hand and I haven't had it for a while are the Young Living baby wipes. I need that on a trip like this for sure. No doubt. And so I know there's all kinds of other things. And so Laura remembers things that she knew she needed for when she traveled to Bali,
Yeah.
Bali. Sorry, I
Mhm.
said it wrong. Um, a few years back. And so we're gonna just kind of build my travel shopping list together.
Yes. And we figured we would do it in real time and kind of show and tell because many times when we're working with different like online shopping, it's like you're not familiar with the site. So I said to Christine, let's do this in real time and show and tell exactly what we did. So I literally sent Christine my travel wish list, my Young Living travel wish list. So it'll accelerate things for her. So there'll already be things that we can talk about that will help jog our memories because lately life and business have been full throttle. So you kind of go, oh, yeah, I remember this, but then you forget it. So I think this will help us both. And then it'll help you also. So if there's something on the list that you go, oh my goodness, I didn't even know that existed, or ooh, I have littles. Like, I'm always in mom mode, even though my boys, now I'm officially an empty nester. My husband says, we did good, didn't we? We have two young ladies that wanted to marry our boys, right? And now they're men, and um, this is official. We're empty nesters, but I'm always in mom mode, and always thinking of littles. And now I'm a grandmother, and I'm like, wait a minute, what else do we need? So if you see this and think of like Christine's an amazing aunt, and she, always did so many fun things with her nieces and nephews, and then sometimes when they were, having health challenges, it's like, okay, what do we use? And so if there's something we say that might jog your memory, know that we'll also put them in the show notes for Christine's Beautiful Life website. And then we'll also have the links. So that'll give you Christine's link so that you don't have to do the heavy lifting. You'll literally have her done travel list that you could literally take and suck it right into your account. And we're going to demonstrate that right now so you could see how easy it is. And mom's on the go, you literally can use your thumb and go click 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 and you're done. And now you've got this wish list, and maybe you only need one thing on the wish list, but now it's in your account and you're done. So the other thing that I wanted to make sure that we also don't forget, Christine, too, is you have reward points. So there might be things that you're going to say, oh my goodness, let me cash in my reward points so that I get this stuff for free, because I know we're trying to stretch your money and your budget, which
Yep.
is also why you're doing this fundraiser where you're saying, anybody that buys anything from me, it's blessing you. So what I love about Young Living, now going on 25 plus years, I've been using their products. And I just love the fact that it's a pay it forward model, and the fact that the heart of Young Living is about everybody should be able to access wellness. And I still remember the day that a member signed up, and she was a school teacher, and she heard me talking about um, when you get the reward, and she had money and she was fine, but she listened, and I said, if you sign up under someone, they're going to get the reward and the thank you check. And a month later, she called me and she said, I remember you telling me that. Well, I have a single mom that is divorced and she does not have any funds. What did you say? How do we do this so that she can get these products for free? And so I explained to her, making sure that these other friends that were going to sign up under Young Living signed up under that single mom, and now she got everything for free. And so these ladies rallied around her and blessed her. So this is why, from a heart-centered company, it's making it so that everybody can have wellness. It's paying it forward. So if you order from Christine's link, she's going to get a thank you check that helps her pay for her wellness products. So I don't know. That's just one of the things that just always has made me so appreciative. And when I was unable to work myself due to health challenges, my Young Living peeps were buying, and it was helping me be able to afford my monthly products. So, I can't say enough about that. And the products, of course, speak for themselves. They're just hands down. I'm tough. I don't endorse lightly. Hands down, Young Living spoils us with the fact of what I want to see in more companies and what I want to see, from what happens to the seed, the soil, the cultivation, the distillation, to the seal, to coming right to my front door. There is no tampering. It's not in an unregulated warehouse where who knows what's going on. It's not, adulterated where somebody packaged, a fake version and then sells it out of a warehouse. It's coming right to my house, right from my Young Living account. So that's the short version of one of the reasons I love Young Living. But the people, you know, we're like family. Like no matter
Yeah.
whenever we go out to Utah or convention or events, everybody's so kind and nice and supportive. So I just want to rally around Christine tonight and help her with her Young Living products so that we can get those in there. And then, we may talk about other holistic modalities on a next podcast where we'll be taking out other tools. But for now, we're going to focus right on her Young Living so that way she can order it and get it in time for her trip. So Christine's going to share her screen.
Yeah,
And
let
then,
me just real quick, I'll just share and then I'll go to the sh screen because we can talk about all the other things that I love about Young Living
yes.
another time. But I do want to say, I haven't been in it quite as long as you, but I think it's been over 15 years now. And the reason, the why for why I started using it was every year I was experiencing um, respiratory infections, and I was suffering from asthma. When I moved to Florida, I'd suddenly developed all these outdoor allergies, which caused some asthma type reactions, and I was getting 1 to 2 respiratory infections every winter. Like the bad like I had to have a nebulizer to breathe in the medicine to clear up what was going on. And my sister was um, on Laura's team, and she said, "You really probably should start switching out some of the cleaners." She was concerned about the cleaners affecting my lungs and a couple of other things. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it. So, long story short, it's not just the cleaners. I mean, I could probably pinpoint what has really helped I haven't had an upper respiratory infection since I joined Young Living, not once. And I was having them regularly 1 to 2 every year. So we'll talk about that. We'll save that for another episode because there are definitely things I do every day that I believe have helped my respiratory wellness. So we'll save that for another topic.
And I think I
Ah,
remember you talking also about you had an inhaler too.
oh yeah. Yeah. Emergency inhaler. And I was on medication, like an oral medication too. I'm not on. I still get the emergency inhaler prescribed to me, but I haven't even filled it. I don't know how long. I probably should before my trip, but anyway, let me, oopsie, share my screen. And where am I going? I am going to, oops, this is not the right one. Sorry, should have had this one up. Young Living. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. So Laura shared a link with me, and I clicked on that link, and it pulls it up here in my shared with me wish lists. And all I have to do is it's highlighted. I'm going to click over here on the right, and I'm going to click save. And now it will be in my lists.
Yay, the magic, right? Isn't it
Woo, the
amazing how
magic.
fast that was?
So, I know I happen to know that I already have 5 things in my cart that I want to spend some of my rewards on. And let me just share what those are real quick. I don't think I'll be sharing anything.
I think
I
you're,
have that much
oh yeah.
to spend. I have 107 total points to spend. And so, okay, there you go. Consecutive months. It's probably, I think I may have paused a month here and there. But anyway, so I have 107 points to spend. So that's what I intend to do in my cart. So if you happen to mention things in here that I know I already have in there, I'm not going to add them, but let's go through the list and we shall see.
So what's nice here is so Christine has in the wish list now you've got either add to cart or add to loyalty rewards. So for those that don't know yet what loyalty rewards are, it's basically for everything that you buy, you're getting reward dollars to spend or points. So it's like I always say, Young Living rewards us for, putting our wellness as a priority. And so that's a reward cart. So if you see a loyalty cart button versus the add to cart button, the add to cart button, you're not getting reward points for. You're just ordering it, you're cashing, you're paying for it and that's it. With the loyalty order, you're actually getting points for everything you buy. So that's the difference between the word add to loyalty versus add to cart. And then when you want to cash in your points, that's when you're going to put them in your cart, which is what Christine has 5 items right now in her cart that she may cash out and use for her hundred and what was it, $7?
Seven,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let's start with the thieves and we'll go real quick. I'm not going to do a lesson here. We're just going to
Yep.
kind of go through. Thieves was my gateway to Young Living with my son, who had every health challenge under the sun. And I was on a quest as a young mom to figure out what was going on with him. And I started with the Thieves Cleaner because back then they didn't have the Thieves detergent. And the Thieves Cleaner we used as um, his laundry soap because we didn't know back then as young mom and dads that we were poisoning our son with all the toxic chemicals that were in the baby laundry soaps. And even when you hear me say baby, there's there's things that are going off in my head that make me cuss when I go down the baby aisle because there's stuff that should never even be on the market. And they were causing a whole lot of problems for him. And so Thieves was the product that was my first product that I put in my cart many, many years ago. But the Thieves products, hands down, are amazing. So the Thieves Vitality, those are drops. And I told Christine that's great. She could put it on a scarf on the plane. She can put it on her feet. She can put a drop in her water, usually even like a toothpicks amount. There's a host of things. I think I have my list now. There's over, I think, 1,500 ways to use Thieves. So obviously that's a class unto itself.
Mm-hmm.
The Thieves cough drops, I always say put one in your mouth on the plane. And because she's going on the plane for a longer period of time, she's going to be dealing with that air quality on the plane. So, not to, get into all the challenges of being on a plane, but that definitely is one of them. And Christine said that I should tell the story about being on a plane flight to Utah and how coming home to New Jersey, the flight to Utah was full of a lot of Young Living members. So I was like, it was almost felt like the whole plane had Young Living peeps on, and it was like the whole plane was like a diffuser. But on the way home, there was young boys that were in scouts, and when I tell you, my son was in college football, and when I tell you the smells on that entire plane were so bad that I actually was hiding in the bathroom on the plane just to get away from the smell. And that says a lot, right? Because the bathroom is the last place you want to be on the plane. So I have here something that I'm just going to mention real quick, and it's a bracelet that was actually made by one of our Young Living members, and it's got these little lava stones on them. So even when you are on the plane, adding some of them to the stones and even on a necklace can also help, like I was like breathing it in, and then my scarf, right? I was just like trying to like get away from the smell. But it also has benefits that we're not going to go into all of that tonight, but just know that that's my go-to. The other one is purification. I definitely put that on my feet and then also on the back of the neck. And when I was in Bali, when I was in the rainforest, you're talking the jungle, and the level of bugs are next level in Bali. And so I combined purification and peppermint, and I had that in a roller ball, and I would be rolling it on the back of my neck, or I had it in a spray bottle. And when I tell you, I was the most popular person on the trail because everybody wanted it because it was keeping
The
the
bug.
bugs away. Yeah, we
Mm,
also have the insect repellent oil as well, but that's just an example of like, I call them hacks, right? It's like you're using the tool for many ways. It's like the Swiss Army knife. Valor deodorant, me and Valor. Um, everybody will say that you smell amazing and want to be near you. And then if you had littles, but her trip, there is no littles on the boat. She's going to be on, what is it, a catamaran, you said?
yeah, yeah. It's a bunch of women.
Okay. So then nitro would be like our Ninja Red, but nitro for more energy,
More
or
energy.
my athletes use it for when they do running. I know your sister used to use it for her when she
I
would do her
think I
5Ks.
chose, yeah, I've got the Ninja Red starter bundle, which has all of it. I think it has,
Nitro in it.
does it
Excellent.
have the
Okay.
nitro, I think? Let's look real quick. Yeah, it has that and the packets and the daily packets. I got it so I could
Excellent.
travel with it too. Yeah.
Yes.
My
And so
next
that was
red.
the other thing. I brought my Ninja Red packets in a clear Ziploc bag,
Yep.
and no problems through, security or anything. And I've traveled a lot, even in the US, and I've never had any issues. Um, so the Ninja Red packets are great for travel,
Yep.
and
So
it
yeah.
supports all of our body systems. That's the short class, start and finish. It
Yep.
supports all of your nine body systems, so it doesn't get any better than that. The Thieves spray, the Thieves
Yep.
hand
I
sanitizer.
have that. I
um,
have that.
yeah, there's the insect wipes, and then our Young Living mineral sunscreen, which doesn't have any toxic ingredients. A lot of times people don't understand the chemicals that they're putting on their skin, which is our largest external organ. And
Mhm.
so I don't have any issues with this sunscreen. I am highly allergen sensitive to any toxic sunscreen. And when I tell you what happens to my face, my lips, because they put sunscreen now on lipstick, my lips end up getting blisters. It's a hot mess. So
Mhm.
I'm like the canary in the mine, where it's like, if I'm having these reactions, why are people lathering and slathering children and people, right?
Oh, yeah, scary.
Lavaderm is amazing for
I
like,
have used this before, but I don't have anymore, so I will
that
have.
one is amazing. And that's also great for um, moms that are going to give birth. uh, let's see here. Not that anyone's having a baby on the boat, right?
I'm pretty sure we're all past that age.
Mighty Pro is the probiotic for children, and then the adult one is Life 9. That's another one that I remember you telling me once you got into a nightly
Yep.
routine.
Look,
That
it's telling
one,
you this is
that
in
one,
my royalty order.
yeah, you
Every month.
literally used to tell me that you're like, oh, I noticed a big difference on Life 9 and Essential Zymes. Those are the top two that you
Mhm.
notice the biggest improvement. And we know that 70% of your immune system is in your intestines. So that made sense why you were seeing a noticeable improvement.
Yep.
Then you have Essential Zyme 4. The difference between the two is this one is a slow release. So for the trip, this might help you more in the longer journey.
Right.
Super B, hands down, that's a life giving tool for me. I have MTHFR gene mutation, so I have to be very careful with not being around any synthetic vitamins and definitely not folic acid. And so this is a natural form of B. And when I tell you quality of life, night and day. And so you're going to be like the ever ready bunny rabbit, going upstairs in Greece, and you're going to need all the energy that you can get.
Mhm.
Inner defense. I could say that that one has kept me out of taking a prescription for probably, I think, almost 20 years now. So that says a lot, right? So, that one is hands down must have on trips. And then your chewable C is great too. Even if you just suck on it and let it act almost like a lozenge, it'll adhere to the mucus area of your cheeks and your throat. So that's another good one. Oh, the Thieves mouthwash, putting that in a little spray bottle would be
Yep.
another great one. Um,
That's, yeah, I need to order more, but I use that and the Thieves toothpaste every day. Every day.
so even though it's not on your travel list, we know that you have an everyday personal care like list as well.
Yeah,
For the sake of your peeps, you might want to just add some of
that's
those other ones on there just so that they go, oh, what was it that,
that's true.
that they were saying? Yeah. So you can add it as a quick add to your wish list, or just do the heart. See the little heart, and then you pull down your travel. There we go.
Okay, and hold on, because I also do, oh, well, that's just mouth. Let's do toothpaste. I use the Aroma Bright, definitely. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna do this one too, because I'm thinking these are like the first three things I use every morning.
Yes. Yeah, Progestin Plus, right?
Yeah, where is it? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Progessence. There it
There
is.
it is. Yeah, that one. So D. Gary Young would always say that every girl over the age at the time, this is before uh, girls are menstruating at a much younger age. Now they're like as young as 9. But he used to say that from 12 to grave, basically, women should be definitely utilizing Progestin Plus. And I noticed for me, when I had my hormones checked when I was having challenges, once I started being smart about my Progestin Plus, she was amazed how quickly everything went back into balance. And I used to bring my essential oils into her office. She was a unique urogynecologist, an enlightened, holistically minded, uh, brilliant. She was the first woman urogyno, and we would just talk stories of products and things that were making a difference that did no harm. So yeah, that's a great one. Oh, I know the one that we said for you would be beneficial is alkaline, and get the packets versus
Yeah.
the
Is that in here
for
yet?
travel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't add that. That's that one, and Digize would be the other two
Oh
that
yeah.
come to mind. But
Zygize goes with me everywhere.
yeah,
Because I never know. I'm not usually like sick or anything, but if I ever have like bad indigestion or bad tummy ache, that is what I use. Okay. I'm taking this because those are easier. This is the same thing. You could do a jar and leave it at home, but I love these because throw them in my purse and I always have them with me.
yeah,
And
hands down.
alkaline is
Everybody's
basically,
always asking me for them. Like they're like, Laura, do you have any alkaline?
yeah.
And that one, what I love about that, I used to take a lot of really toxic, harmful, over the counter um, medication that literally was harming my my gut health. I'm being careful how I say things because um, we have to be compliant, peeps. So, like, you may hear us hesitate on how to say something, but the things that have like may include death on the commercials. They can say that all day long, but God forbid I say something that is helping me.
Yeah.
So that's why you might hear us language things a little strangely. So anyway, so this over-the-counter medication, I didn't know I was harming my the acid in my stomach and harming my immune system. And once I learned that, I was looking for alternative things that did no harm. And now I can just take my alkaline, and I'm like, and its benefits. It's got, you know, I won't get into all the ingredients, but it literally is helping your your human um, biology. That's the easiest way I could say it. But and it tastes delicious.
It
And
does.
sometimes I'll even add it to my Ninja Red,
Hmm.
and I add my water to it, and it's delicious. So it's an
I
easy
love it.
button. Okay, so now we did purification, peppermint for the flight for car sickness or plane sickness. I know that even when the turbulence on the plane, I'm always breathing in my peppermint.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't see that on here either, so let's add it.
yeah, and see here you've got product. You can do it quicker. I'll show you. Um, So just do the vitality. That way we can talk about ingesting it. But
Hmm.
it's the same oil in the regular peppermint bottle as the vitality. The only thing is we have to say use type. So use type with the regular bottle is aromatic in a diffuser or topical. And the vitality line is culinary, so cooking with it, putting a toothpick swirl in some warm water, drinking it like tea, putting it in a water bottle that's glass or stainless steel. They've done studies on athletes and muscle strength, and you can increase your muscle strength by also ingesting peppermint. So you climbing those stairs in Greece, needing to increase your muscle
Pep in
strength,
my
right?
extra pep in my step.
Pep in your step. Ooh, the other one is Agilese. If,
Uh,
if any of
yep.
your muscles start to tweak, or so before, instead of doing it that way, go back to, so I can show you right here. See product
Here.
contact? Yeah, right there. Um, see, there you go.
Ah, there we go.
But the way you were teaching everybody is great, because then if they're just surfing the products
Hmm.
and they've got their little heart, they can easily get
Yeah, that's
there.
great. I didn't know, I never knew how to do that little heart.
Yeah. So yeah, Agilese would be great for, muscle
Yeah,
recovery,
and I have a
muscle
few of
support.
those left, but I don't know if did I put them in here? This is a handy dandy. I needed something bigger to pack all my supplements in for the trip. So look at this, isn't it cute?
Oh, very good.
Here, let's
Yeah,
stop
because
sharing.
you have to also condense things. So, trying to get certain things in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So in fact, the vitamin C, I already counted out. I'm gonna have to recount though, because I took this in my purse today to use because I'm like, I haven't been a good haven't been the daily habit again. But anyway, so I've got them all in there and it came with labels to put on there. So once
Wow,
I
I
put
love
everything
that.
in there, and then it's got a little spin top with the thing, and so you just spin it,
Oh, I love it.
but the section you want to take out of. So
Oh, that's great. And
I
that
found
is
that on Amazon.
compact. And it's not bulky. Like a lot of times the bigger supplement ones are bulky.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought, well, that's perfect. So
Yeah. And it doesn't spill out. Like sometimes the bulky
right,
ones, the lids pop open
right.
and everything goes
Open.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right, so I
Yep.
think we covered a lot of them. You and I still might talk further about more, but we kind of wanted to at least demonstrate Christine's wish list so that you get used to it yourself, but also
Mhm.
understand a little bit about some of the Young Living products, the ones she's going to take, and a very short description of maybe why we're suggesting she brings some of those things on the trip. I do have something back here, with like Valor, right? We know Valor.
Mhm.
You won't be able to access a chiropractor while you're away, maybe, unless I send you to Italy and you can have my cousin take care of
Right.
you. I might have to find somebody in Greece. Um, but Valor, putting on the back of your neck, down your spine, also
That's
helps with
another one. That's on my daily list too. I should have added it when I was going
right?
through my daily
That
mornings.
one helps with courage and bravery, doing more challenging things. And then energy was the other one that I absolutely love. I'll actually put that in my shower with some baking soda and it just making the whole shower become like a diffuser. And I
Hmm.
noticed like if I've had a really late night and because you're going to be, different time zone,
Yeah.
just that feeling, just it just literally there's a switch. It almost feels like in college when you stayed up too late studying, right? Studying, Christine. um, and you woke up the next day and you were like struggling. This literally, for me, helps just make me more alert and works pretty fast.
Good. I'll add that too. I have that. I have energy already too, so I'll add that to my list.
Now, the one other one that I know that you said that we were going to work on also with your dailies, and we were talking about even your testimonial and your quest and my quest for our metabolic health. And that one, I know that we're going to do a whole nother everyday type of stuff, but I wanted to mention it since I keep seeing it right by you. And it's been such a quality life tool for me, beyond the typical. And I wish we were see through, I always say to people, because what is happening inside our body to help our metabolic health is amazing. And whatever is our weakest link, it's doing the work. And so for me, this product has been such a quality life tool for me because I've had challenges for over 10 years that in the one week of taking it, it was amazing. And I kept second guessing myself, going, is this real? Is this really like, am I better? Like, it was just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, when was it? I think February we started. You started the day before me, I think. I think I started on the second, on the Monday. Um, and been more of a, it's been a totally different journey for me than any other weight management type journey because I've tried a lot of different stuff too. I've done Weight Watchers. I have my Fitness Pal where I try to track what I'm eating and all that kind of stuff. Um, but this really, there were so many different health benefits to it aside from the scale. Because honestly, the scale didn't move a lot in the first month, but what did move a lot was my measurements. So it has shifted things. Um, and I've lost a lot more inches than I have pounds, and I'm okay with it. I've found a lot of more like non-scale victories. I don't crave a lot of the sweet stuff that I used to have a lot of cravings for. I'm fuller quicker still to this day. And it's as easy as a packet that you empty into your mouth and you let it dissolve and you drink some water after that to kind of just fill your, get rehydrated first thing in the morning. And then by mid-morning around, I always try to take these capsules by 10 a.m. ish. And there are 3 capsules in there. So it's sold as a set. The balance and care is the powder, and the burn and control are the capsules. And I have just felt a lot more full. Um, it has cut huge on the cravings, and yeah, I'm just enjoying it. I feel more energy in the afternoon than usual. You get that like mid-afternoon slump where you're starting to feel tired and sleepy. That's kind of not not a problem anymore.
Yeah, and you were probably one of the first ones that was really motivating all of us. And I always say when you do things together, it just makes things more fun. And so when Christine agreed to do this, and I was like, well, I really need to do it too. I've got to get, ready for the wedding and I want to feel better and more energy. And then, of course, fit in my dress. But when you were measuring yourself and seeing how much different you were fitting in your clothes, and for me, I was noticing once you did that, I was like, okay, let me measure myself. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Like things were
Mhm.
fitting better. And
Yeah,
my dress in the end for the wedding, it was looser. I could zip it up fine. I didn't have the stomach challenge that I was having before.
yeah.
But the other thing I noticed too, like I said, the quality of life one was exceptional for me, which in my digestive system, and I struggled with that for over 10 years. Um, that's a story for a whole nother day because that gets involved. But the short version is it was literally the first week of taking the product. I noticed an enormous improvement in my digestive health.
Hmm.
But my skin, because you know how we're always with you with like we both struggled when we were younger with blemishes and acne, and nobody told us that if we only had better gut health, we'd have better skin health. And the fact that I noticed such an improvement in my skin was also so helpful. And I thought I was doing really well with my Life 9 and, you know, eliminating a lot of things that were
Hmm.
toxic, for the long journey. But this really improved my skin. And I was like, this is amazing. So, that Swiss Army knife, the things that you didn't think you even knew you needed to focus on, it knows what you need. And then I just
Right.
noticed everything's not as tight. I noticed my legs aren't, rubbing together anymore,
Uh-huh.
the plus size challenges, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely been, such a big improvement. So I know with your trip you'll be in bathing suit and all the things. So, I feel like you did the work in what you said February, right?
Yeah.
And now this summer
It's
on.
it's an ongoing process because it'll be I mean I do look at the scale. I'm trying not to obsess over the scale. So I'm trying to just temper it and I'm not worried about whatever I lose between now and Greece. If it comes off, it comes off. And if it doesn't come off on the scale, it's got to be coming off on the inches because I'm doing the work. So,
Right. Yeah.
and
And I
that's
would
okay.
say put the scale away because it's not your friend. It's
Yeah.
demotivating. I'm all about inches and measuring, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yep.
I just, even just putting on another pair of clothes that maybe were tight, like just try the
Yeah.
outfits
All the
on.
non-scale victories, right? With the
Yes,
like I think I told you when I put on a pair of pants that make me feel like a stuffed sausage and they didn't make me feel as tight as they do, then I knew something was happening. So
exactly.
that's a non-scale, an example of a non-scale victory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I realized we didn't tell everyone your link so that they can support you, whether it's your Young Living products, whether it's buying your journal. She's got two journals. She's got the pink hibiscus. She's got the turtle, the tenacious turtle.
Yep.
She's
Right.
got all the things. We've also got the makeup line that
Yeah.
she has me making me beautiful, right? So
Yeah.
maybe just share that link, the screen again, so they could see like
That's a good
all
idea.
the
Let's do
things,
that.
because you have a lot of different offerings, and maybe wellness isn't their jam, right? But maybe
Yeah.
they know somebody that could benefit. So
True.
forwarding
True.
Christine's link,
Yeah.
um,
So
you
if
know,
you go to christinesbeautifullife.com/links, you will come to my link tree. So christinesbeautifullife.com/links. And here's my link tree. And what we just talked about now, I'll be adding to this link right here. It's not there, it's temporary because I was prepping for it. So I'll go in and fix that. And if you're taking a trip this summer and you want to get some of those travel essentials, it'll be available there. And then the weight management, that balance and burn is also on that. My beauty favorites are the makeup that we were talking about is Beauty by Vray. And I love the Absolute Foundation. I love the Lip Plumper. I love the Veil Primer. There's a lot of other things I love. I love some of the blushes and the eyeshadows, but I just put the basics in here so you hit any of those and you'll go to a link with my affiliate link and it'll say your Beauty by Vray advisor is Christine Foster and then you're in my shop. So that's basically the
and you
beauty.
were right when you said like you're gonna love putting that on that the foundation that won awards and the Apple stem cell. Like I
Yeah,
was just
it's
touching
it's
my
like
face.
skincare in makeup form is what I like to
Yeah,
say
it was
because it's
amazing.
so good for your skin.
Yeah.
And then right now, I started doing a live event last night where I did some video. And tonight, when we get done with this podcast, I'm going to add a few more things to that. It's a Facebook event that I'm selling out my clearance of my stash. I have ended my affiliate with them and I still love the product. It's wonderful. It's just I'm trying to focus more on my Christine's Beautiful Life business streamlines. And so pardon Finnegan, he's excited because our friend Shelby got home tonight.
Well,
And
the
so
fun
he's
thing on
waiting to hear
Zoom,
the
we
report.
don't hear him.
Oh, you didn't hear him? He it was
No,
a quick little bark. That's
no.
good. It was just one.
Zoom apparently blocks that out. I didn't
Approved.
even hear it. No.
Okay, good. So that's what this link is. I won't go through all of them. This is wellness. This was my original wellness, so I may just take that out and put up there because this was just my link to shopping my young living. Here's my watercolor and worship online membership. We could talk about that another time. Create with Christine workshops. We can talk about another time. Here are the shops. If you're interested in any buying any Father's Day gifts or birthday or graduation gifts. I have mugs and blankets and travel tumblers and more with my watercolor art on them. And so these are a few examples of those. And then my journals are both linked here. So the Tenacious Turtle, I will click on that link though, because I didn't get to show the turtle one. So there's the Tenacious Turtle and the Pink Hibiscus. And so those both have, and they both have artwork in the corner as well of the pages. So they're lined, blank lined journal pages with artwork in the bottom corners of the pages. So yeah, I just I just have my hands in a lot of different things and I'm trying to in addition to making sure my trip to Greece is worry-free. I also have an ancient air conditioning unit that is still working and prayerfully will continue to work until I can get enough money in my emergency fund to look into replacing it. I don't want to have to do without it in order to replace it. I'd love to just be able to have it keep working. And then when I have the money, I can say, okay, I'm ready to replace it. Let's replace it because it was built in the 1990s. That was last century.
I
Crazy.
saw something the other day about a meme that, we're from the 1900s.
Yeah. It's
Gen
just too
X
funny.
are from the 1900s, Christine, right?
1900s. I mean, so did we graduate the same year?
Hmm.
Okay. So it's
We're
a
young.
landmark reunion year, and I've never gone to a reunion, but I'm considering going to this one. It's just because it means a nice trip in the fall to New Jersey. So
And we always get in trouble when we're together. So
yes.
the good kind, right? The
So
good
I'm
kind.
considering that. I'm still I want to. We'll put it that way. I want to. We'll see how things pan out. Hopefully my pop's health continues to improve. I know my mother would love a road trip with me again, and so if I was doing a road trip or even a plane ride, she would love to visit a friend in Tom's River also. So we'll see. We shall see.
We
That would
shall see.
that
So
would be wonderful.
everybody definitely rally around Christine. And even if you don't know her and someone forwarded this link to listen and learn about wellness products and ways to support her, know that she has been a caregiver on many levels. And I always say I call her Mama Christine because she literally is so motherly and nurturing. And when my son went to college in Florida, Christine was one of the first ones to be like, what does he need? How can I help? She took him out to lunch. Like, so she's always nurturing everyone else. And so what I want people to understand is this is where me mentoring her, saying to her, ask for what you need. It makes her very uncomfortable to be doing that. But I said to her, people want to help you. They just need to know how and what. And because Christine has so many different things that she's passionate about, and her art and all of the things, including her watercolor and worship membership and her classes, and just all the things that she does, there's got to be something that somebody can benefit from. And what Christine has noticed already is her just going live the one day, right? And already people are starting to purchase from you. And so before you went live, they didn't know about a lot of the things that you're
Mhm.
offering, right? Because
Yep.
they only know
Yep.
you from your job. They don't know this multi-passionate business owner that you are and creative that you are, so helping people know a little bit more about you is all it took for them to go, oh, well, of
Mhm.
course, if I'm going to buy something, I rather buy from a single woman, divorcee, small business owner, women owned business, and
Mhm.
rally around her than just buying from a big box store. So it's that uncomfortable action she's taking. And I hope it inspires you to take some uncomfortable action in your own life as well. Because even for me, I'm mentoring Christine about fundraising, and I need to do fundraising also. This next season of my life, I have some big, goals, and they require funds.
Mhm.
So she's helping me by her being a willing person. Like everything, she's probably one of my favorite all-time peeps to mentor because she's so easy to jump in, right? Like even though she's like, I'm uncomfortable or I'm an introvert, I don't want to do it, but she does it anyway. So I hope she motivates you, inspires you to just take that leap, that that faith leap, and just jump in and do something uncomfortable with this week and ask for what you need, because Christine did that, and now people know what she needs. We know she needs an air conditioner, and my vision, what I'm visualizing is when you're in Greece, that air conditioner is getting replaced, and when you come home, it's going to be brand new, and you're going to be like, ah, exactly.
Lovely.
That
That would
would
be
be amazing, right? So I'm visualizing that, holding that with you, saying daily prayers that people rally around you and buy from you, right? Different things that they can benefit from. I also encouraged her to also put a donation button on her christinebeautifullife.com/links, so that maybe there's something that they're like, well, I just want to give her a donation, and give people the easy button, so that there's just this little button and a link, and then they can send you a love offering, especially for all that you do for so many. So thank you again for having me on your podcast. I know that you and I have a lot of things in the works,
We
some things
do.
that
We
we
do.
are
Stay tuned.
planning, so stay tuned. Yes.
All
So
right.
Christine, tell
Ben's
them
got to
your
make an appearance because.
yes.
Hey, Baba. All right.
So say your link one more time so that everybody knows that are just listening and not
Yep.
watching.
christinesbeautifullife.com/links. And that's where you'll find all of my links.
You made it
I
super
haven't done
easy.
that donate one yet, but now that you've called me out on it in public, I will.
Yes. If nothing else, put it in the show notes so that they have the ability to give you, funds, a love offering. That would
Okay.
be very helpful.
I
So,
will. I
so
will do.
thank you again, everybody. And I'm visualizing it like, like the fundraiser with the thermometer, and like getting closer and closer to your monetary goals. I
Yeah.
mean, this is something that I always say, like you rally around everybody else, right? When
Yes.
they need something. So now we need to rally around you. So
Well,
receive, receive.
thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being on my podcast and for your mentoring and for what you have invested in me and in my business. And we just hope that you all will have a beautiful day.
Thanks
See you
again,
next time.
everybody. Bye.